रूमानी बाप बैठ करके रूमानी बच्चों को समझाते हैं। जो स्कूल में बैठ करके, पाठशाला में बैठ कर करके और ऊंचा दर्जा पाते हैं, ये समझते हैं दिल में कि हम बहुत ऊंचे से ऊंचे स्वर का पद पाते हैं। तो ऐसे बच्चों को तो खुशी बहुत होती है, बहुत होनी चाहिए। विवेक कहते हैं अगर तुम बच्चों सबको निश्चय है, एक जैसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता पढ़ाई, ये फर्स्ट से लास्ट है। ये तो स्कूल में जो पढ़े होंगे वो तो जानते होंगे कि फर्स्ट से लास्ट। जब पेपर्स भी होते हैं तभी भी फर्स्ट से लास्ट, जरूर कोई फेल भी होते हैं। सब कोई स्कूल में पास नहीं होते होंगे, जहां तक ये भी बाबा तो स्कूल में पढ़े हुए हैं कि नहीं। तो हर एक अपने दिल से पूछे अच्छी तरह से कि बाबा जो हमको समझाते इतना ऊंचे बनाते हैं कि मैं कहाँ तक अभी लायक बना हुआ हूँ अपने आप से। स्टूडेंट्स तो जरूर बात करते हैं नहीं, इनसे अच्छा हूँ, इनसे ऊंचा हूँ, स्कूल में बैठने से ही देखते हैं सब। तो पढ़ाई है सच्ची है और देखने में भी आते हैं जो कमजोर होते हैं जिस सब्जेक्ट में, तो वो नीचे चले जाते हैं। भले मॉनिटर होगा तो भी कोई सब्जेक्ट में कम होकर नीचे चले आएंगे, और दूसरा कोई होगा जाके उनसे तो कोई जल्ला जो वास्तव में स्कॉलरशिप लेते हैं वो सभी सब्जेक्ट में मजबूत हो गए। तो होता ही है, ये तुम्हारी बुद्धि भी कहती होंगी। और ये भी स्कूल ही है, तुम बच्चे जानते हो कि हम पढ़ रहे हैं, और ये तो है पवित्रता की पहले पहले निशानी। क्यों बुलाई है बाप को पवित्र बनने। तो जरूर जो अच्छी तरह से चलते होंगे, जिसकी कर्मलाएं काम करती होंगी, तो जरूर समझते होंगे कि हमारी ये सब्जेक्ट कच्ची है। लिखते हैं बाबा को ढेर चिट्ठियां जो आती, क्या लिखेंगे स्टूडेंट्स, क्या मास्टर को लिखेंगे कि बाबा इस सब्जेक्ट में कम हो, इस सब्जेक्ट में कम हो। वो सब्जेक्ट दिखलाती भी जाती है बरोबर। तो जरूर जो स्कूल है ये भी स्कूल है, मतलब छोटा है, बड़ा हो जाता है, छोटा हो जाते हैं। इसमें भी जरूर कोई के अंदर में जरूर ये होगा कि हम फलानी सब्जेक्ट में बहुत कम हूँ, बहुत कम हूँ। ऐसे भी बहुत समझते होंगे कि हम फेल होंगे, समझा नहीं? क्योंकि इसमें पहले नंबर की सब्जेक्ट है पवित्रता। तो पवित्रता में भी ऐसे भी मालूम होते हैं जो नाम वगैरह नहीं लिया जाते हैं किसका भी, बाकी बाबा बच्चों का विवेक जगाते हैं। तो जरूर ऐसे भी होते होंगे। बहुत सेंटर है, एक सेंटर की बहुत बात नहीं करते कभी भी, बहुत सेंटर्स हैं और बाबा सुनाते नहीं है समाचार। बहुत सेंटर्स है जो चिट्ठी भी लिख देते हैं, बाबा मैं हार खाई। तो भाई क्या कहेंगे स्कूल के स्टूडेंट को? हाँ, जो लिखेंगे खुद हमने हार खाई या फलाना किया, तो उसकी दिल क्या कहती होंगी? मैं चल नहीं सकूंगा। हम जो आए हैं यहाँ ये बनने के लिए, तो भाई है तुम्हारी मतलब है, उसमें भी है। बाप भी कहते हैं बच्चों माम एकम याद करो और पवित्र बनो, तो तुम ये इनके डायनेस्टी में जा सकते हो।
मुझको सहारा देने वाले ये दिल कहे तेरा शुक्रिया हो। मुझको सहारा देने वाले ये दिल कहे तेरा शुक्रिया। जमाना जो दे ना सका तूने दिया, मुझको
मीठे मीठे सिक्के लदे रूहानी बच्चों पे माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड नाइट।
Om Shanti. Do the service of giving sakaash through your powerful mind. Natural practice of having good wishes and pure feelings. When your mind has developed the natural practice of having good wishes and pure feelings, your mind will then remain busy. You will automatically move away from any upheaval of your mind. Sometimes you now become disheartened in your efforts, but that will no longer happen. There will be magic mantra. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 20. Do the service of giving sakaash through your powerful mind. Today's topic, natural practice of having good wishes and pure feelings. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Baba is unlimited and Baba is tireless. Baba never gives up on any child. For every child, Baba has lot of blessings. Of course, always pure feelings. So Baba is full. Baba is master authority. Baba is almighty. So he is able to do that consistently. I had been with Baba 60 years plus, and every time Baba has something to give us, something to help us, something to teach us, unlimited. And he never, one thing doesn't happen to him is never get disheartened with us, never get disappointed. Because Baba knows one thing, that last kalpa we did make it, right? Even whatever were ups and downs, whatever comes on the journey, but Baba holds our hand and makes us continue to move forward. And that's really for us to follow Father, right? What else is follow Father? Whatever I am receiving from Baba consistently, and that's my sustenance from Baba. So what I have to do is give that sustenance. Never, like Dadi Janki, one thing, she followed Brahma Baba in a way. She's the one who never gave up on anyone. Pure feelings and blessings from the heart, good wishes. So this is for own personal upliftment. And this is also giving support and cooperation to other souls. If because of any reason they get disheartened, we have to keep reminding and helping them also to continue to move forward, to go higher and higher. As Baba was saying, that no weakness should be left in us. And it's very, very interesting for us now, because why Baba keeps saying serve through the mind, serve through the mind. Because words and actions we always do. But for your own self and for others, it's very, very important to serve through the mind. Baba is saying natural practice of having good wishes, pure feelings, or blessings. Baba said when your mind has developed the nature of practice of having good wishes and pure feelings, your mind will be automatically remain busy. Because mind is busy, right? In something or other. It could be a lot of service, it could be. But what required in service also are pure feelings and good wishes. So how do we integrate our busyness of the mind in this practice and also then in service? There is always so much to do, right? Ideas will come, we want to do it more. And souls also need it, right? How much we think about their sustenance and how to keep improving ourselves so that whatever we give has more, it touches hearts more and more. So Baba says that you will automatically move away from any upheaval of your own mind by constantly having good wishes, pure feelings. What happens? You will automatically move away from any upheaval of your mind. Sometimes you now become disheartened in your efforts. Whatever is the expression outside, you think cause is inside, but cause is not outside, inside. When you are disheartened, you will say things like very difficult, it's not possible, and many, many words which generally you won't say, but when you are disheartened. So our words, our action, our interaction with others all depend on our own state of mind. So we have to just immediately try to see why suddenly I'm behaving like that, why suddenly it's happening like that. And then you will check because you are disheartened or you are disappointed. Because checking is always inside, right? And then you can change. So Baba says that sometimes you now become disheartened in your efforts and then in the service also. But that will no longer happen. Baba said there will be magic mantra, and that is good wishes, pure feelings, and blessings. Keep your mind very, very busy in that so that the energy level, because we are ascending, we are consistently doing, so we need power. And Baba said that will come through your own pure feelings and your good wishes. Very, very interesting. Sometimes Baba says, just be in silence. And then Baba says, keep yourself busy in these thoughts. And we have to use all the yuktis. We have to use all that as our practice. Just remember that You have to keep yourself fully charged. You have to put yourself in the charger, right? Huh? Is Baba, is our pure feelings, good wishes, and also looking at everyone's speciality, feeling the love which we receive, cooperation with Soulscape, but it's Baba who helps us. So journey becomes very easy, very pleasant, and we are constantly very, very happy. Om Shanti.
Hello, Didi. Good evening.
Hello, Modiban. Om Shanti. Good evening.
Yeah, it's the 21st today, right?
Yeah.
21st? No, tomorrow's the 21st. Today's the 20th. Okay. I got it wrong. I was thinking, because I don't recall hearing your actual story. Were you able to be in Madhavan for Baba's cremation?
I was in Madhuban.
You were.
Actually, yeah, we got the news and then midnight, early morning, we took train.
You were in Delhi or in Jaipur?
I was in Delhi at that time when I got the news. Yeah.
And your immediate response to the news?
It was it was kind of deep silence. And next to my bedroom was Baba's room. First, I just went and sat there for 10-15 minutes. Then they had asked us to make phone calls to few teachers, inform as many people we can. So we were doing that, and then again sat in meditation, rested little. Then early morning, first train was at 9 in the morning. So we all got ready. We were about, I think, 100, 150 in that train.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because all the teachers and those who could go, that was the first train we could get. It takes 24 hours those days so that we can reach next morning. And Dadi Prakashwani had signaled that they will wait for Brahmins to arrive. Plus we had to get permit and just to see where the cremation should be. And we never done it inside, right?
Right.
Even for Mama or anyone. So then when we went around to find out, their books doesn't have any law, what should be done or not done. So we said, okay, let's do it. Jagdish Bhai was there, myself and few others. We were involved in kind of planning and preparing for that. And then there 700-800 Brahmins arrived from all over. It was 3 days, and then we decided to do cremation where you see the tower of not only cremation, but that's where the ashes also. We put it in Baba's room, and then we brought it when the tower memorial had to be created. Then we put it there.
I'm curious.
But there was no sorrow.
Really?
You know, generally you think, oh, my parents are gone.
Yes.
Mama left. Baba was everything for us, right? But not a single thought was there. You know, it was like, and then when we came, Dadi Prakashmani, you know, we saw her welcoming us in courtyard, and then Dadi said after cremation that you all now have to help me more. You all have to be more here. We said, okay, whatever program will be given. So we did go immediately towards centers, but then we came back to spend 10 days, 12 days, you know, different timings.
And before that, Baba was aged. And had you anticipated his leaving, or did everybody think, as some did, that Baba wouldn't leave?
No.
Had you anticipated that?
I always see that when there is body, then one day one has to leave this body.
Okay.
And which will be that day, like when I reach for Nirvana, that day I was actually about to reach anyway. And I just said this day would have come anyway, but I didn't know it will be that soon. And it is today. You know, like you have to accept it. That
Yes. Yes.
when Dadi Janki left body, Nirvana used to say, but she served enough, isn't she? Served enough to her body. Why you all keep, you
Yes.
should all, whatever she has taught, there is enough to study, enough to practice, enough to.
Yes.
So,
Did you want her to stay till she was 200?
no, same one Nirvana. I didn't want it to go. He said, oh, I want to still serve Yagya. I really want to
Interesting.
serve. There are some, they say, we ready to go, but not
Yeah.
many, they love Yagya. And they say, no, I still want to serve Yagya.
Yeah.
Even whatever, imagine what the body of Nirvana was. But until last moment, he was telling Pratap Bhai, I don't want to go to Ahmedabad. I don't want to go. I want to stay and serve.
Yeah.
But his breathing was becoming very heavy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it wasn't out of self-preservation or anything, but he felt that he had work still to do, that he had things to do, he had something to accomplish, he had a vision of something that,
Hospital.
yeah.
All the time he talked about that specialist hospital, all the time.
Yeah. It's fascinating.
But also he was very kind and generous. Anyone came with sorrow, anyone came with a need, anyone came with any help. He tried to really give everyone whatever way he can do it, according to, of course, maryadas, and
yes,
whether it was financial, whether it was moral. As I remember, first time I used to go in winter and I always felt cold. Like some people don't feel much cold. So I said, Nirvana, it's really difficult for me. He said, why? I said, it's cold. He said, okay. He sent me a heater. I never forget that because in those days, electricity and expenses. But he said, no, you live. And I really was it's like at the right time when you get something, then how your heart really full of blessings, plus then, you start knowing that person, that how that person's character is, and it was very interesting.
yeah. Well, it's like you were saying last week about this quality, which seems so simple and is so profound, of Brahma Baba, of caring. And Nirvana had that.
Yeah.
He cared very deeply. And so, as you say, it's these small gestures, never mind that he made big hospitals and this, that, and the other thing, but it was the small personal things, which meant that he saw you, and he wanted to provide something. And if he could, he would. Yeah. It was just
but also these gestures are in different way. Like with Prakash Mani Dadi, there was something someone did. It was quite a big mistake. So Didi someone tried reminding. One day Dadi said, can we close this chapter? Can we forget that this person did this, so that not only good for us, but let that person now progress, no?
beautiful.
And I don't forget it because this is also very highly spiritual support. And they say that they have been forgiven for what they have done in the past. Like, of course, God does it. But if it remains in our hearts, Brahman's heart, or any instrument's heart, this one did this. And it's really good to forget as soon as possible what anyone did, so that I can continue on my journey and I support, and further.
Yeah, I think I've heard you or Daddy or someone say that there should be such compassion or feelings of mercy that person even forgets their mistake. And I remember someone who once went to Daddy Janki, and in fact, she just left the body recently. And she told Daddy that she realized that she was part of the problem in the center, and and people were accusing her of all these various things, and she realized that she was the problem or part of the problem, and so she made great efforts to change. And over a period of maybe a year, 2 years, or whatever, and she saw that, you know, that there was change. But she went to Daddy and she said, Daddy, the problem is they're still looking at me with the old vision. And Daddy said, that's because you're still looking at yourself with the old vision. You know, you haven't forgotten your old self, and so neither have they. Wasn't that you were doing anything wrong? I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, Daddy Janki also was very, very kind. I remember that, whenever there was any situation, she will help in all different ways.
Yeah.
Whatever way she can help, always very caring.
Yeah, I think it's this thing that we all feel that touches us, that the other person really has seen us and seen, you know, whether it's a need or kindness or whatever it is. And it's not, and one of the things that I used to always appreciate about Daddy, you know, when I lived with her, that even though I might have been going through something or another, but somehow she wouldn't go and say, oh, Waddy, I know you're going through this and this and this, but she would just say something or do something, and the whole thing disappeared. And someone once said of Daddy, and I never forgot it, she knows, but she doesn't know that she knows. You know, that she had a way of seeing beyond what was obvious, and not pointing it out or anything, but somehow what she did or said finished that whole thing. That's an amazing.
But all these these are acts of benevolence. They leave a big impact in the life, right?
Yeah.
And that is why whatever way we could do, whether kindness, compassion, benevolence, I think as Dadi had one time said, care and then share, you know, like you're sharing something, your time or your love, or which is very important. You know, once Dadi and we were talking how important for us Brahmins to remain very close, you know, very supportive to each other, so that, you know, it's like acting as an angel more. Today I've been thinking that cooperation is like becoming angel now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was something that, you know, this thing of giving support through sakaash or through good wishes or whatever. But say, for instance, when you have a situation, you kind of spoke to this, you have a situation where you yourself maybe have a little bit of fear or worry. And, you know, none of us are completely without these things because we don't know what the future holds, or even all of the elements in the present. And like someone comes to you and they have concern or fear or worry, maybe something's happening with their child or there's an illness or whatever. How does that parent, if they're a Brahmin, how do they transmit, even though they themselves have worry and concern, but how do they transmit something to their child so that they don't have fear or worry?
I think that what Baba tells us, we can repeat that. Look, Baba tells us to have courage. Baba says, children,
that's nice.
Have faith. Because if I cannot say, maybe I do not have that stage at that time.
Yes.
And even if I say, they might not be powerful, but we can say about Baba. I don't know if you remember, once we had discussion in Madhuban about reading Murli, that I get up, or even otherwise my stage is not good, and I know it is not good, should I read Murli or not? Because if my stage is not good and I sit on the stage, and so it was decided you should read Murli,
Yes.
because that will give you power, that will make you
I
okay.
think that's the answer. I think that's
So
the answer. That just
otherwise, we generally say this one doesn't have stage, shouldn't read Murli.
yeah,
But maybe by reading Murli, it
yeah,
can change also. So same is
I agree.
our attitude towards anyone.
Yeah,
A lot of big changes can happen, I know, and people can take very high jump through our attitude.
mm-hmm.
Like I learned from Dadi Prakashmani that if does anyone does make any mistake, you don't change your attitude towards that person. And also, I remember that few things happened with some those who really broke maryadas, and they were good instruments. And so I came to know, and so that person came to see me. But I just gave drishti. Baba is giving love. I mean, after all, everyone is making efforts, and so after taking drishti, this person went outside, and other said, Sister Mohini knows about what you did. I didn't feel it.
Yeah,
I really didn't feel it. That changes life completely. Sometimes we think it's our duty to make them feel the mistake.
yeah.
And I find our duty is to take them beyond,
Take them
so
beyond.
that they realize and they never make that mistake.
Mm.
So there are different teachings from Baba, and we learn from Dadis.
But you need power to do that, Didi. You know, you need, one thing is definitely not to say something in words, but that kind of power that you seniors have, that neutralizes
Mm.
the mistake, and like it frees something in the person. But I think, as I say, I would maybe just make the effort not to say something, to hold my tongue, you know, which is good in itself, and that I don't carry it, but within that, that you transmit something else, that it's kind of like you've washed someone's face,
Mm.
you know, that they feel clean.
Because we have to help souls on their journey, no? Not to put them down because of any reason, anything.
Yeah,
Because that's called act of benevolence, that how did I help the soul? How did I help the soul?
yeah,
And you don't need to mention incognito, because it has an impact. That soul has taken it, and someone's life is progressing, you know. Like for me, every Baba's child's life is so valuable,
yeah.
that how I can help them to promote and progress. Same like blossoming the flowers, you know, as a gardener or as a flower even. So I think that is true love too, right?
Yeah,
Because I believe that God's task is important, but not important than a Brahmin life, no? Because
oh,
it
yeah,
is Brahmin who is going to help in the task, right?
yeah,
So if I
yeah,
am serving Brahmins, the task will expand. It will be better and better, no?
yeah, yeah. If I'm just task oriented, then it's very easy
Yeah,
to dismiss, ignore, blame, those who are involved in the task, isn't it?
yeah. Not keeping any
Yeah,
feelings of upliftment all the time.
yeah. How do we manage to get that balance so wrong? You know, you know, and what's lacking in me, that my vision, because I remember Daddy Kamarka saying this, you know, about if you're just focusing on service, and you're like the dried up old trees out there, you know, that relationship is the important thing. But how do we get it so wrong that what's in me, that it can't be something pure, can it? If it's just about the task, and I'm not seeing the people involved in the task.
I think that when you have, you have to create people's bhavna in you. Once they have bhavna in you, they will do whatever you want. They will listen and they will realize also and come to you. But if there is no bhavana towards those souls or every soul, that is why, like today's homework, it's not only pure feeling. There has to be pure feelings, good wishes and blessing. But bhavana is very important, right?
Yeah.
Like my bhavana in Baba, Baba's then bhavana in me.
Mm.
Same is like for each other, that bhavana has to be there.
I like
So,
that. Yeah.
so that our good wishes work.
Somebody in our program last night, which was very lovely, one of the guest speakers, she referred to something, I don't remember what it was now, but she referred to it as the secret sauce. And I think maybe for us, bhavna is the secret sauce.
Right.
Yeah, that's nice. Thank you, Didi.
Okay.
Much appreciated. Okay.
Yeah, good chit chat. Okay, thank you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Shanti, thank you. So tomorrow is Tuesday and our schedule from Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. We'll continue with the Patti in the evening 5 to 6 p.m. English Avik Malay revision. Together with that, Avik the Children Malay class 5 to 5:15 p.m. Patti will continue in the evening. We'll continue with the meditation in this series and English series. Just again remind you all, tomorrow whole day Patti will be on. You are welcome to join anytime. Now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
तारावनहार हो तुम, करती हो मेरे सारे काम, करके स्वयं छिप जाते हो और मशहूर होता है मेरा नाम। आभार करती मेरी हर सांस, मेरे हृदय में है तेरा निवास। तू ही तो है मेरे आस पास, होता है मेरे दिल को आभास। बाबा मीठे बाबा, प्यारे बाबा, मेरे बाबा। बाबा मीठे बाबा, प्यारे बाबा।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.